Why is my Lego city such a mess? A bunch of random stuff messed up over here, a hole in the table, the power station on top of the bathrooms and the beach, and another hole in the table. What in the world is going on? The reason for all this mess is that I have built a subway system underneath my Lego city. I cut an 8-stud wide hole into the table using a miter saw. I had to remove some of the buildings from the zoo, as well as the station and also the seamstress and flower shop to make room for the saw and vacuum to fit in. The hole needed to be 8 wide so I could fit 2x6 plates for the stairs. I was using the saw one-handed when it popped out of the slot and smashed into a brick. What have I done? The poor 1x2 modified Technic piece ended up being okay, and I was able to use them anyways. It definitely was pretty tricky to try and cut this hole while not trying to hit the pieces around it. I probably should have removed more Lego before I started cutting, and also it would have prevented sawdust from getting all over the place. After I finished touching up the hole by making it slightly wider, and then spraying sawdust over half my city, I vacuumed out the frog habitats really well because they were all sawdusty. I had to put the subway system back at the top. There goes one of the maintenance workers, but I replaced the subway at the top so that people can buy tickets before walking down the stairs into the subway. I replaced the coffee shop, flower shop, and seamstress area and attached it using tiles. I also rebuilt the spider and frog habitats because they were getting a little cold. If you want to see inside the habitats, even though you already can now, please click on this video right here. So off screen, I decided to modify the subway station by putting a dark red strip along the edge of the hole. This matches the roof of the subway station, and I thought it looked really nice. You can see that some of the bricks are actually overlaying the hole, and that's because I'm going to be attaching bricks to the underside of those bricks so that you can't see any of the wood when you're looking down into the subway system. You'll see in a moment, but I actually forgot to add stairs, so I will in a second. I was starting to have incredible back pain, but I still wanted to show you guys that around the entire area of the hole, I put a 4-stud wide sidewalk so that people can walk around. Now you might be thinking, couldn't people just fall into the hole? And you make a really good point, so I'll add railings in the future. Now that the above ground portion of the Lego City subway system was in place, I had to move my 6'6" large gangly body down underneath my table to attach these U-shaped brackets underneath my table. I did the same thing on the left side, and then I started taking down the 1x8 board from my old Lego room. I then slid it between the 2 U brackets underneath my Lego City so that my subway train has a nice large area for the tracks. It was finally time to start building some Lego again, so I decided to see how long the stairs needed to be to reach all the way up to the station from the 1x8 board. I then began work on the stairs using these 2x6 light bluish gray plates, along with some 1x1 plates and some 1x2 plates, and of course the 1x2 masonry brick. It took me a lot of experimenting to figure out how I best wanted to build the wall, but once I did build it, I ended up making a lot of progress very quickly. In hindsight, I should have built both sides of the stairs at the same time because it ended up being a little bit awkward to go back and attach the back side of the stairs. I then got to work on building the mills plates. I wanted to make sure that the train was lower than the platform so it was easily accessible by everyone. My local pick-a-brick wall had a bunch of these 2x4 blue bricks, so I picked up a whole bunch of them and they work really nice for mills plates. I ended up building a little bit off screen, and this is the final result. If we take the Lego train that my brother loaned to me, we can see that even with tiles on the platform, it's still a little bit low to board the train, which is why I might add some sort of platform to allow passengers easy access onto the train. But I do like how I used masonry bricks right here next to the train track, and it is nice to have the train track slightly lower. So let's see if this fits. I've attached the stairs to the platform. All right. Sorry, there's my hand. Okay, let's push this up against the edge. And it definitely does look like it'll fit. I still have a few more stairs to do. And I just wanted to ask you guys a question. Hey, girls. What should I do for the roof? So should I have the roof section be all the way up at the top? Or should I have the roof slowly slant up following the stairs and then have this all be opened? Or should I just make the top up here the roof? I think that wouldn't be a great idea. Let me get a minifigure for scale. Here's a minifigure. So if he's standing like this, stand boy, then the ceiling, I'm guessing, would be about here and then slope up. But let me know what you think. I finished this section. There's some yellow vines here. Excuse me, too much sawdust. And then over in this section, there's going to be a wall. And the stairs will continue up because the train station is going to end right here. So this is going to be a solid wall. But I'm going to do it on a different Mills plate right here. So this is also dark green because that's some moss. I thought that'd be kind of fun and break up the gray. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for the next update where I continue working on the subway system.